You don't run boxing, we run boxing. You mess with the big fish, USA, we run boxing. You already got slapped the first time you try to meet a champion. And you're about to get slapped one more time.
And you're about to get slapped one more time.
And you're about to get slapped one more time. Don't worry, kid. I'll be happy to give you the whooping your daddy never did.
Now that's the Thurman I know. That's the Keith Thurman I know. Let's go, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman back. The eye of the tiger is back. Let's go, Keith. Holy moly guacamole. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuning in to Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshot himself. One time Keith, one time Thurman is back. March 12 versus Brock Jarvis. Yeah, I don't know too much about Brock Jarvis, but at the end of the day, man, I'm happy that Keith one time Thurman got the eye of the tiger. You know what I'm saying? Cutting the promo like the good old days. I'm going to tell you like this. Keith one time Thurman is one of the best in cutting promos, and he hasn't lost a step in that sense. Yes, I understand that Keith one time Thurman has not been back in the ring in 3 years. And I also understand that Keith Thurman only fought one time in the span of 5 years. 36 years old. Yeah, at the end of the day, man, I've been a huge fan of Keith one time Thurman since day one. If you've been following the channel and you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. If you remember the beginning of Punch Drunk Boxing and stuff like that, I used to really talk a lot about Keith one time Thurman because he still is one of my favorite fighters. There was a time when I wasn't paying attention to the pro game. I got tired of the professional boxing and stuff like that, and I was paying attention a lot to the amateurs and stuff like that. And about 04, 05, 03, and that's when I noticed about Keith one time Thurman. He was beating everybody in the amateurs, knocking everybody else out, breaking ribs, and the only guy that was actually beating Keith one time Thurman, outpointing him, was Demetrius Andre. And if you're familiar with the channel, now y'all understand that was my class. You know what I'm saying? The Andre, the Thurman, the Mikey Garcia, the Danny Garcia, the Terrence Bud Crawford, Deontay Wilder. Who else was in that clash? Leo Santa Cruz, Charles Hatley. You know, and the plethora of Sean Porter, Usyk. That was the class right there. Danny Jacobs. So I know he hasn't been back in the ring, probably lost fans and things of that nature. But the Keith one time Thurman only lost one time. He lost to Manny Pacquiao when Manny Pacquiao was in the back end of his prime, or maybe a lot of people would question that he wasn't even in his prime. But injury has messed up Keith one time Thurman. He is like the Derrick Rose of boxing. But at the end of the day, man, if he's gonna get back in the ring, I think this is a good test for him. You know, a hungry lion like a Brock Jarvis. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he'll give him a run for his money. I don't know. Yeah, and at the end of the day, even a win, even Keith Thurman beating Mario Barrios, that has aged very, very well. Because if you look at the welterweight division right now, people will arguably say that Mario Barrios is probably the best one. They'll say Boots, but I'm gonna say it like this: Mario Barrios has proven himself more by beating Dennis Ugas. You know, so I think he got the best win of this generation of welterweights. And Keith one time Thurman had a long layoff when he fought Mario Barrios, and he schooled him with all the layoff. One thing about Keith one time Thurman, he's not this guy that's be going to the club, getting drunk, getting fat. Well, I'm not gonna say didn't get fat or gain weight, but I'm just saying unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? The booze or nothing like that. He's a family man. So he's been dedicated, and maybe not in the gym so much, but dedicated in living a family life, and which is good. In the end of the day, he is an accomplished fighter. He's one of the most accomplished welterweights. As a matter of fact, I really thought that it was going to be Keith one time Thurman and Terrence Bud Crawford. If you follow the channel, y'all know that I always thought that Keith one time Thurman could beat Earl Spence and Bud Crawford could beat Earl Spence. I thought that in the end of the day it was going to be Bud Crawford versus Keith one time Thurman in the welterweight division, but that didn't come through fruition. Hopefully, man, if Keith one time Thurman makes a splash out there in Australia and March 12, shout out to No Limit Promotions. If Keith one time Thurman makes a splash and remind everybody that he's one time, you know, if he can at least get a stoppage, he hadn't had a knockout in 10 years. But if he could get a stoppage and give us a highlight reel in a 154-pound division, let me say it like this, man. Maybe we'll see a Tim Tszyu fight. Maybe we'll see the Earl Spence fight at 154. You know, we'll get one of those fights. Maybe a Jamel Charlo and Keith Thurman. So I think that this is a good opportunity for Keith Thurman to get his feet back, his feet back wet in the boxing world, and I think that he could do it. I believe that if he would have fought Tim Tszyu, I think he would have beaten Tim Tszyu. As we all know what happened to Tim Tszyu when he faced Fundura, and then after that, I felt like Keith Thurman would have beaten Tim Tszyu, in my opinion. And a lot of people saying, hell no. But now y'all know. Now y'all see something different, right? But let's see how he looks March 12th. I'm happy that he's back in the ring. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he can... hopefully he ends his career well, in a good note, in a high note. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.